Alright. Welcome back, my dudes, to the Madden 08 Buffalo Bills Fantasy Draft franchise. Last episode, we had a heartbreaking loss to the New York Football Giants. As you can see, player of the game, Napoleon Harris, with his game-sealing interception, and Phil Dawson's go-ahead kick with 45 seconds to go. Now, we are going to go ahead and sim the Pro Bowl. I'm not going to play it, and we can't just watch it. But we will go ahead and check out the Pro Bowl rosters and see who does what. In the AFC, obviously, Donovan McNabb, Jake Delhomme, and Brad Favre will be their quarterbacks. Halfbacks will be Steven Jackson, Carnell Williams, and Willie Parker. Fullback Greg Jones, and Obafemi Yambadejo, which, very surprising on the year, considering he had 513 yards, 4 touchdowns, 104 touches. It's really not bad. Receivers Roy Williams from the Chargers, Plexico Burress from the Colts, Lee Evans from the Bengals, Deion Branch from Kansas City, and Muhsin Muhammad from New England, as well as Who's Your Mama with the Texans, Daniel Graham with the Colts at tight end, Justin Peele from our squad, even though he had... It should really talk about drops, because Mr. Man dropped quite a few. Dallas Clark from Baltimore is also going to be taking up the reins. Tackles, you guys can slow this down, take a gander if you like. We'll have a few folks in there, Lilja and Scott, which is pretty solid. We have a few folks on defense as well. But as you can see, the Colts and Titans, Bills and Ravens and Pats make up the majority of the AFC. Texans are squeezing a few folks in there. We have three of our four. Chris Hope made it. 4 of our secondary players are in the Pro Bowl. Dave Zastadil will be the punter, Champ Bailey returner, Ted Ginn Jr. as the other returner. Then the NFC, Phillip Rivers, Matt Hasselbeck, and Mark Bulger, who, 7 years, I don't know how long he'll last. Larry Johnson as a running back, Warwick Dunn, and Sean Alexander, even though he's leading the pack. Tony Richardson, Zach Crockett, Jericho Cotchery. Got quite a few folks. Is that Lavaranius Coles? But Torrey Holt, Antonio Gates, Desmond Clark, all these old names that are really going to drum up some nostalgia for folks. Mike Goff, Nick Mangold, Patrick Kearney, Julius Peppers in his 5th year. That's pretty cool. Tuli Bantakane on the Niners. Niall Diggs, Jason Taylor, Chad Greenway, London Fletcher Baker with the Cowboys, Brian Urlacher with the Lions, Al Harris, Chris McAllister. So, yeah, it will be an interesting lineup. We will go ahead and, record it. Troy Polamalu in a Cowboys jersey is just wrong, I say. We will go ahead and sim the Pro Bowl and then move on to the draft, where we have some strategies in place. Now, with that in mind, I don't actually know how the 08 draft goes. It's been so long since I played 08 all the way through that it is going to be as much a surprise for you as it is me. Alright, let's sim the Pro Bowl. It went to overtime. Very neat. NFC 24, AFC No, wait. NFC 27, AFC 24. Where's my Pro Bowl? Pro Bowl. I like to keep track of these in my little spreadsheet so that I know how it all goes. Player of the game would be Phillip Rivers. 12 of 18 for 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. Although, honestly, I'd give that to Ty Hill. 4 tackles, 4 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovered. That's pretty dang solid. Let's look at these. They didn't play all 3 of their quarterbacks, which, meh. But Phillip Rivers led the pack today with a 134.9 QBR, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns off 12 completions and 18 attempts, long of 70. Jake Delhomme, 90.3, 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 11 completions off 21 attempts. Donovan McNabb, 7 of 15 for 63.8 on 82 yards. Hasselbeck, 7 of 15 with 44.4 as his QBR, 75 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Are we really surprised Hasselbeck did not do well? On the rushing front, Larry Johnson led with 57 yards off 11 touches, 5.1 average, 3 broken tackles. That's pretty solid. Carnell Williams, 53 yards, 1 touchdown on 12 touches, 4.4 average, and 1 broken tackle. Not a lot of long runs, as we can see. Willie Parker, 38 yards on 8 touches, 4.7 average, 2 broken tackles. Doesn't look like there were fumbles from these guys. Sean Alexander, 31 yards, 8 touches, 3.8 average. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Greg Jones, 15 for 5. Oh, look at that. Ayambadejo got himself a 2-yard average off 6 touches and 12 yards with 1 broken tackle. Good job. That's my man. Jake Delhomme with the only credited rushing fumble. Receiving, AFC's Roy Williams leading the game with 5 receptions, but only 56 yards and 1 touchdown. Looks like, who had that long? Because there was a 70-yard completion somewhere. Hines Ward. 2 receptions, 83 yards, 1 touchdown, 70 long, which came from Phillip Rivers. So that's pretty solid. I wonder, did Peel even catch one? No. No, he did not. You muppet. And in the blocking realm, Robert Gallery, 4 pancakes, 1 sack. Marvel Smith and Seth McKinney also 4 pancakes, but no sacks. Couple sacks given up. It looks like the AFC had the weaker line. Lilja gave up a sack and no pancakes, which is extremely disappointing. Jason Taylor of the NFC. Oh, the NFC just really killed it on defense. 10 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 sack. Bantakane, 5 tackles. Is there like a... Okay, Fletcher Baker had a fumble recovery, but no defensive touchdown. Lofit Tupu was the AFC's top performer with 5 tackles. So, hey, DeQuell Jackson. I didn't realize he was in there. Nice. Yeah. So, nothing wild coming out of that. But it is what it is. Martin Gramatica, 3 of 5. And Matt Stover, 2 for 2. So, yay. Anything wild happen on the returns? No. Nothing. Although, daggum! The NFC's Dante Hall and Justin Miller basically tripled the longs of Ted Ginn Jr. and Champ Bailey, who each barely got into the 20s. I mean, 28's pretty decent, but daggum! Alright, punt return. Champ Bailey was the only one with a long one. 44 yards. Off 2, so... Alright, cool. That's it. Let's advance to the off-season. Yay! We have got to get the draft. What's going to happen this draft? I have a whole thing. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new franchise plaque. You can view it in the franchise room. Let's do that. What did I done? Ah, 2008, 10 and 6. That's it. Neat. Okay. Front office mode. What do we got? One or more staff positions. Yay! What do I need? I need special teams and a scouting agency. Okay. Who's my current staff? I should make note of this. Current staff. My offensive coordinator is Steve Fairchild. What's he good at? Oh, he helps quarterbacks. We could use him doing better. Dick Jarin, DBs, but he's not that good. Perry Fuel also does DBs. Okay. How will we do? Alright, well, let's go to special teams. Can I? Yeah. We got Ronnie Bradford, who I don't understand how he helps with that. Bobby April, Scott O'Brien, Gary Zahner, Bob Casulo. How does that QB awareness, throw power, and throw accuracy help my special teams? John Harbaugh, he's a special teams coach? No way! I kind of want to hire him just for the hell of it. I wonder. Yes, there are a lot of people here. I want to know if there are any other Harbaughs. I'm going to hire John Harbaugh. I'm going to hire John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. Who would have guessed? He's going to be great. All right, let's hire him. I can hire him for 3 years. Okay. Let's hire him for $250,000 dues. Cool. I appreciates him. Now, scouting agency. Oh. Let's do unstoppable force. 15 is fine. Okay. We hired our scouting agency. Fun stuff. Very fun stuff. What is next in the off-season? I know in 12, which is the one I've actually played through seasons more recently. Okay. Retirements, resignings, free agent wire, the NFL draft. In 12, you get to upgrade your stadium. I don't know that we get to do that in this one. But let's go look at retirements, and I need to pull up my oh no, I never cleaned the retirements. Okay. That will require this computer. But retirements can be very interesting. Let's see if anyone from our team is going to announce. Of course Molds is going to announce retirement. You turd. Can't give me one day. I'd say one day. He didn't do terrific for us, but he helped quite a bit. So, meh. I forgot to clear up my yeah, that makes sense. Retirement sheet. I need to add This nifty drop-down box, 'cause it just broke. I broke it. Why did I break it? I do not know. That's the data range. Nice. Did that work? No, it did not. No, it did not. Fuck it. We'll deal with it later. Alrighty. So, we have Joe Bellamy. I actually don't know if that's who that is. So, we'll do it a couple of ways. 14 years in the NFL. Nice. He's 36. When are these guys? Technically, I guess 2007? Alright, I am not actually going to run through all of this, but I will do... Oh, it did work. I will do a save at this point so that I can go through. On our end, we'll have Eric Molds and Obafemi Yambadejo, but I liked Yambadejo. Why did he retire after 9 years? Muppet. McCollum, Scott, let's see if there are any Wilds. Junior Seau, after 18 years, retiring from Cleveland. Lorenzo Neal, 15 years. Trent Green, I think, retiring. Marvin Harrison retiring. If you fire up 12, he's still there because he played forever. Feagles, the punter, retiring in San Diego. Gray, Zagonina. I don't know who that is. Hey, Mark Brunell, retired after 15 years. So they're going to be hunting down a quarterback. Mark Strong, Jeff Garcia retired in Dallas. Dwight Smith, Lynch. Oh, we're in Miami. Looks like their defense is what got hit the most. Stoutmeyer in Philly, that's their only one. Neat. Richardson, the fullback in Atlanta, retired. It's their only one. Anderson, the running back, retired in San Fran. Patton, with the Giants, retired. And he got to go out on a ring, which is pretty cool. And that's the only one they have. Jags only have one. Johnson, the quarterback, retires in New York after 16 years. Traylor retires in Detroit. I don't know who Martin is, but he's a quarterback retiring in Green Bay. Thomas retiring in Green Bay. Horn, the receiver, 12 years. Muhsin Muhammad retiring after 12 years. Hey, I remember McGinnis. He was a real son of a bitch when we played him. And he's out! 14 years. Hamilton, the left end, retiring after 12 in Kansas City. Sowell, the fullback. Mike Allstott, the fullback, and I'm pretty sure he was injured most of the year, which this pretty much falls in line with what he actually had to deal with. Gus Ferrari, retiring in Baltimore. Brunner Kinnison. So Baltimore is getting hit pretty heavy. Joey Galloway retiring after 13 years. Schlesinger retiring after 13 in Texas. Sellers. So a lot of fullbacks are going out. So there are going to be a lot of teams hunting for fullbacks in the draft. Here's what I'm going to do. You guys can watch my system. I'm a save right at the retirements so that I can come back later and FD1 retire. Ta-da! Perfect. So, cool. We got some solid dudes there. Let's advance to re-signings. In our re-signings, what do we have? Ooh. Yeah, I want Lilja. He did really well. So, let's see how badly he wants to fleece us. I would assume pretty bad. Ugh. Okay. How about I take you to... How about I take you for 4 more years? Can I give you less money? 16 million. And then pay you a bonus. Okay, we got Lilja. So we re-signed Lilja. That's nice. Jake Scott. I'm gonna do the same thing. Maybe I can give him the same deal? 4 years? I can give you less money. Nice. Don't talk to each other in the locker room. Nice! Cheap! Who else do we got? We got Kwame Harris, the right tackle. I don't love him, but I'm gonna hire him. I'm gonna take him to 30. He'll be 30 in 4 years. So let's give you 13 million. And a slight bump in your bonus. Rejected! Dick. Okay. 13.5. Okay, you just needed a little bit more. Whatever. A Kobe. I don't love a Kobe, but I'm not sure I can get another guy, is the problem. Let's sit on that for a minute. Adrian Jones. You know what? No. Let's sign a Kobe, because he is, ratings-wise, he's okay. I'm going to sign him for 2 years. That'll bring us to his year 30 season. Age 30 season. Whatever. 79 with Adrian Jones. I think he's also okay. So let's see how we do. What do we need? He... 27? Let's drop that down a little bit. Can I pay you $5 million? No? 5.05. No? Alright, 5.1 million is all I'm gonna offer you. No? Okay, maybe plus a 900,000 bonus, you dick. Alright, we'll come back to him. We'll come back to him. We'll see if he come to his senses. That's what we'll do. Okay. What am I in? I'm going to think about this. I don't want Matt Castle, but am I going to get anyone better? I don't want Adrian Jones. Okay, maybe I... I'm going to make a needs column right now and point out that I need a right tackle and a quarterback. Let's go look at our... Can I look at my roster? Is that a thing? I can look at my roster. Okay. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. If I re-sign Matt Castle, I can trade Chris Wonky. and stick with our horrible Ryan Fitzpatrick and then get somebody in the draft. So I need a fullback. Can I draft a fullback? Maybe. Don't need any receivers, although I actually do. Billy Bahima was slow as the dickens. And I think there are better receiving tight ends in the draft. Left tackle, Jonas Jennings. Left guard, I re-sign Lilja. I have Chris Myers. I don't need Peterman. They're both going to go out at the same time. Right guard, so I do need a right guard. I got Colombo, though. You know what? I'm not going to re-sign him. He wants more money, and he's not that good. So, if I look at it, I got an 87. Rating. Base. So, I need a 79 or higher. There, I need a 75 or higher at quarterback. At fullback, doesn't matter. I just need a fullback. At wide receiver, I don't really have a need, but I want a fast wide receiver. So, I'm just going to put fast there. He's got to go fast. That makes AB our leader. Is he good? He's fast. They're all pretty fast. Sidney Rice has really trash acceleration. Tight end. I'm going to say I need a tight end. Fast. I need a left tackle, at least a 79. I need one. I'll try to re-sign Myers. Will I? How old is he? 26. 51. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to re-sign Myers, I guess. I don't know. You can usually pick up pretty decent linemen in the draft. Meh. I need a right guard. So, right guard. 75 overall. Boop boop. Yeah, I'll take it. Left end. Why do I? I wish I could just change the position here. But I can't. And that's silly. Why can't I? Because this is my right end. Let me change your position! Bastard. Okay, well. Meh. Meh. Do I need any of these guys? No. And I'm sorry, Dvoracek, I'm going to have to let you go. Because you're fast, but you suck. Yeah. Yeah, you suck. Oh, maybe I do need to sign him. I do need to sign Caleb Miller. I'm not going to sign Kutavides. I'm just going to keep them as they are. I'm not going to sign either of those guys, I think. I can get better guys. Ugh, he real bad. Alright, so I need a free safety that is at least a 65. I'm going to say a 70, so I have a decent backup. And a strong safety who's at least probably a 70. Yeah, we're going to go with 70. I can pay for 70s. Did I scout any of those? No, I scouted a buttload of linemen and tight ends. Because I'm a Muppet. But Anton Cation now. Okay, so I'm going to look at defense in the free agents and offensively. Hey, stadium. What can I do? I can upgrade. Neat. What can I have here? So many things. Solar panels. Yeah, in Buffalo, though? Hmm. Sponsorships? Can I have a sponsorship? I have to make the conference championship for $7 million dues. 10 wins, 8 wins, or a playoff appearance. Under Armour. That's good money. I'm gonna take the cheap one, though. You know what? No. We're going back to the conference championship. I say $7 million in dues, and we gotta show back up to the conference championship. Do I pay them if I lose, or what? Sponsorship. Under Armour. $7 million. Got it. Yeah, I'm taking that. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. What can I pay $7 million for? Broadband. That just seems silly. Cup holders. I'm gonna pay $2 million for some cup holders. Why don't I already have those? That seems silly. For cup holders. Whatever, though, I'm doing it. Yes! A fan wall? Let your fans participate in your success by purchasing a special fan wall made of bricks with their individual names inscribed in them. I can do that. A food replicator. That's not real. Gaming consoles. They can play Madden while they watch football in Madden. Oh, so meta. Alright. Let's go back to this. We can't be all goofy about this. We can and we will. Alright. I'm not signing you. I'm not signing you. I do have to sign you. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I literally did this so that I would know. Okay. Yep. Signing you. I want to pay you less money. 4.2? Fuck you. 4.25. Yeah? It is a joke to me, yes. I don't think you're very good. I don't remember you playing. Okay. We signed Hagen. I said I would sign Myers, but not Peterman. I'm gonna sign Myers. How old is he? 26. I'm taking him to his age 30 season. It's my game plan, across the board, but I don't want to pay him that much. Because I have a good feeling. 3.25. Man. $600,000 signing bonus. Don't be a dick. 3.3. 3.33. 3.35. I don't like this. 3.4. Fine. Meh. Dingleberry. Caleb Miller, we're re-signing. Bahima, we're not re-signing. I forgot how old Caleb Miller is. I really need to just look at that column before I try to sign. 28. Ugh. Let's do 2 years. That hurts, though. Okay, 3 years. But I want to pay you less. Because you're old and bad. 3.65. $510,000 signing bonus. You dick. 3.7 million. It is a joke, yes. I don't like this. Okay, fine. 3.75. Jack off. Nope. 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 Alright, we're letting quite a few people walk. And I'm okay with it. Yeah? But I don't wanna sign anyone else. Why did it sign for me? No! Dick of a robot. I didn't want to sign him. Who did it sign for me? Meh. Where's the... Is there an advance button? Who did it sign? Hey, look, Fred Taylor. What is he? A halfback. Okay, let's look at quarterbacks. Chris Sims, Aaron Brooks, Patrick Ramsey, Billy Volek, Josh McCown. I could take Josh McCown. Derek Anderson, Kyle Bowler, AJ Feely, Coy Detmer, screw you, Matt Castle. Brooks Bollinger, Doug Johnson. I have... I mean, Billy Volek or Aaron Brooks would be a good pickup for me because they're cheap. Josh McCown wants a lot more than he's worth. Oh, it's because they're old. Aaron Brooks is fast. Oh, Billy Volek has good awareness. What's the throw power? Aaron Brooks has 92 throw power. Billy Volek has 87, but the accuracy 78 versus 87. So that's pretty significant. And what's their stamina injury? Ooh. Volek is much more prone to getting hurt. 80 stamina, 75 injury, whereas Aaron Brooks... Where's he from? Oh, he's a Virginia quarterback. Is there anyone else? I feel like Derek Anderson wants a lot more money. He does. Detmer, Matt Castle. Let's check out these guys with their throw power and accuracy. So I want someone better than Matt Castle. So 81, not good. 85, not bad. It really might be Volek. I think it is. I think I'm going to sign Volek. Let's see. 3 years. Let's give you a 1.5. Drop it down to a 6.6. No. Okay, a 6.65. No. 1.08. No. Back up to your 1.1. Considering. Okay. Billy Volek is considering me. I think... Let's look at... Who's in here? Corey Dillon is in. That's neat. The older, not as good Adrian Peterson is in. So, Nick Lukey, Alan Ricard, James Hodgins, David Kurtman. I don't know who you are, man. Is there anyone in here that is... Utrecht is pretty good. No. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I think I can get a fullback in the draft. Can I find one fast guy? Brandon Jones. He's 6'1", which is kind of one of my requirements that I don't talk about. Nate Burleson, also pretty good. Oh, but he tiny. I don't like the tiny ones. Hank Basket. Who's in this draft? Wide receiver wise. I've got a Darius Bowman. Early Doucette is in this. I could go for early Doucette. James Hardy. Marcus Monk. Jordy Nelson. I'm going to draft a receiver. How about tight ends? No, I don't want a tight end. Okay. I do want tackles, though. So I need a left tackle. Perfect! Well, he's worse than the guy I let go. Oh, wait a minute. It automatically signed him, didn't it? I swear if it did. It didn't. Who did it say I signed? Huh. I don't know. Okay. Back into the free agent wire we go. Okay. Let's just ignore that for a minute. Strong safety. I just need someone who's a 70 or above. And I think, job opportunity. Oh, he's 30, that's part of the problem. Mike Doss off a Pro Bowl season? Wow, Jewy. Jew. I honestly don't know how to say his name. What about Tarverus Tillman? Travaris Tillman. Once coordinators. How old is he? 29? Slow? I don't like slow. Nobody here is fast. Who's the fastest guy in the safeties? Chris Hope is pretty fast. It might be... I probably have to look up how to say his name, though. Idris Bashir? That's not bad. Oh, but he's really bad. The floor is 70. So, Sanders. But he's 5'10". I don't hire secondary under 6 foot. John McCraw. He's pretty quick. He's got big hit. And Stonewall defender. He's just fast. Ernest Chazor. 25, 83. He's got awareness. Could work with him. Nate Saley. I really like this guy for some reason. I've got a good feeling about him. Where's he from? Georgia Tech. He was released by the Titans. Mike Doss, though. 27. But he's 5'10". Now we're looking at like $5 million up here. I think we're going with the tall guy. McGraw. Where's he from? Kansas State. Cool. He was released by the Packers. Yeah, let's sign him. Let's see if he'll take it. 2.8 million? 420,000. Damn it. Okay. 2.85, 390. Considering. Okay. were considered. How about free safeties? Tony Parrish. I don't really need you guys. I just want someone fast. Why are they all short? Could have another guy named Tank! No, that would be ridiculous. But I could have a guy named Tank! Ugh, but he's really expensive. Marcus Demps isn't expensive. Deaky Cooper. Ethan Kilmer. He's fast. He's real fast. How's his tackling? Let's go tackle. Ooh, he can catch! I kind of want him. Ooh, he can catch. I think I really want him. His pursuit's trash. Play recognition is really bad. Man coverage is bad, and that's rough because we do a lot of man coverage. Zone coverage is me. Let's see, tackling. Where the hell's tackling? Tackle. I mean, between Demps and Kilmer, Demps is better at the things we do, which... I think we're going to offer it to Demps. Demps... And he's fast! Yeah, Demps, welcome aboard! Come on! Get in here! I'll even give you one little bump. Yeah, consider it. Consider it! Okay. Don't need that. I needed a linebacker. A left outside linebacker? Maybe? Why? Why did I need this? I don't know. But I do need a left end, so we're going to go do that. I know we need that. Left end. Courtney Brown, Marcus Wiley. Marcus Wiley might be the Marcellus Wiley. He's slow as hell, man. How old are you? 27? Is there an old, slow guy? Or an old, fast guy? No. But there is a young, fast guy. Chauncey Davis. You wanna come aboard for a couple of... Ugh. Ugh, no. I don't want... Wait, I didn't want to do that. Stop. Oh, cool. It kept me there. Oh, it tells me the length. Did I have any good draft options on the left ends? I did not. I did not have good draft options on the left ends. Well, tits. Okay. I don't really need this, so I'm gonna do nothing. I do need a right guard, and he needs to be at least a 75. Are there any steals? Coleman could be a steal. He's a 29. Under half a 10. Adam Goldberg? That's a pretty good deal. 28. Take him. He wants 4 years. Matua, 77, wants 2 years. That's pretty good. They cut the man's eyes in half. Is he that big? No, this guy's 1 inch shorter. Hangartner. He might be it. Yeah, let's go with Hangartner. Let's just submit him the base offer that he wanted. I'm fine with that. Wanted that. I need a left tackle. Left tackle! And he needs to be a 79. There is not a 79. It's not great. I could go for a draft option there. Yeah. Let's go with a draft option on that front. Scafey? Bo Scafey. How are your hands? Pretty good. I kinda like him as an option. Can't block, but he can run. Bo Scafey, you want to join the team? Ooh, you're expensive. Who are my draft options there? Tight end John Carlson, Fred Davis, Derek Fine, Joe John Finley, Jacob Tamey. I might be able to just draft. But I want a wide receiver and a fullback more than I want a tight end. Yeah, let's try to hire him. Give him... yeah. Because I think he'll be a good get for us. Very curious who's going to come out of this. Verba? Ross Verba. What are you? A left guard. You're too expensive. A lot of guards are in here. Okay. What do I advance? Let's advance a day. There are 30 free agent days. Targets. Aw. Okay. Billy Volek is being hunted by Tampa Bay. 8 years. Maybe I can give him 6.75 and a bump. Are we the best offer now? Yes. Right guard that I want is being hunted by Pittsburgh. Okay. Well, how about 4.65 and a bump in your bonus, 1.2. How about now? Cool. Marcus Demps being hunted by Indianapolis. We'll bump you up to 2.10. I'm not going to change his bonus. I think we can get him. And John McGraw. I didn't even see who was hunting him, but I don't care. 2.9. Thank you, John McGraw. Okay. Don't love that. I don't know when they sign. But also, whoever... Gartner. Okay. So the right guard has accepted. I need to go mark the right guard. FA. Signed. So we signed Hangartner, who was like a 78, right? Okay, and we signed Scafey. Bo Scafey, who was like a 78. Yeah, we're going to sign him, dude. And if Tampa Bay is going really hard... Oh, 76. Yeah, Tampa Bay is going hard. What we can do is target Tampa Bay in the draft to try to trade into their draft pick. An early pick for Chris Wonky. Because I want Volek. And I'll draft some late quarterback. Let's advance another day. Billy Volek has accepted my offer. Nice. And Juar Dimps. Okay, nice. Wait, did I not sign a left tackle? Oops. Bo Dimps? No. Marcus Dimps. 74. My target was 70, so I'm doing okay. I didn't like any of my left tackle options. Let's advance another day. Yep. Nice. John McGraw signed. So I think we've hit our free agent needs. And now we need to go fleece someone for their draft picks. How are these looking? Let's look at signings. Cincinnati picking up a left guard for way too much money. Daggum. Giants picking up a left outside linebacker, Danny Jones. Seahawks picking up a left guard, 2 left guards, actually, for combined just about $10 million. So neat. Tampa Bay is signing the lesser Adrian Peterson. Pittsburgh signing left guard Claude Terrell. Dallas signing a cornerback Derek Strait. Atlanta, they're signing the strong safety Ernest Chazor. Cool. San Diego signing Tony Williams, who got completely screwed over with that headshot. Looks like the New York Giants signed Ernest Graham, the halfback. Anwar Phillips, the cornerback, to Atlanta. Okay. Jamie Winborn. So, Ed Blanton. There are a few folks coming out of this, but a lot of these aren't. I could have signed a Yambadejo's brother! Dadgummit! He's in Arizona now. That's where careers go to die. Man. Rudy Niswanger, the center, going to Denver. New York Jets. Okay, neat. So, no big names coming out, but let's advance another day. Let's go to all signings. Ooh, hey. Sean Williams, the strong safety. Alright, let's advance 10 days, because I really don't have anything else that I need to do. I want to go find out who the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sign as their quarterback. So, we're going to go do that. I'm willing to bet they'd go for Derek Anderson, or they'll go for the guy that we were looking at, whose name escapes me. But he was fast. He was a fast man. The Virginia quarterback, whatever his name was. Alright, so let's go to all. Quarterbacks. Chris Sims signed by Baltimore. Aaron Brooks. They didn't go for him. Who are they going to go for? Cleveland is trying to sign Omar Jacobs. That's weird, but whatever. Tampa Bay signed Drew Henson. That's a terrible choice. Okay. Fred Taylor at Baltimore. Corey Dillon might be going to Kansas City to end his career. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. The lesser Adrian Peterson. Lee Suggs is in San Francisco now. That's pretty cool. I don't know who Darius Walker is. Quentin Griffin is in Oakland. Alright. Let's do 5 more days. There are 15 days left. Do I need anyone? No, not really. Well, I don't have any targets in the halfbacks. My halfback room is actually pretty solid, so meh. Fred Taylor, Baltimore, Barga Barga Bomb. Who's Matt Turk? The punter. Okay, let's do 5 more days. I mean, I don't really need anyone. Corey Dillon signed with Kansas City. Okay. Fullbacks. Okay, San Diego, St. Louis, and Kansas City, and San Fran, and Washington, and Green Bay, and New England. Oh my god, everyone's signing someone. Maybe I should have done that. Nah, I'm gonna try to get, what's his nut? Peyton Hillis. Alright, let's end free agents. What you gonna do? The period for signing free agents has ended. Would you like to advance to the NFL draft? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Huh! Yeah. I'm gonna advance to the draft. Alright, hey, wait! Can I... How do I... Okay, the Vikings are first, but... There's gotta be like a trade room here somewhere. Trade block! Yeah! All you got to do is... Okay, Winky, get the hell out of my quarterback room. I don't like you. Chris Winky. Alright. I should have written down the draft order. Actually, before we do anything here, yeah, let's leave the screen. Is there a draft order? Yes! Nice! Okay. I should write down the draft order. We do that real good. Draft order. On whatever year this is, 2007. Vikings. The Aints. Steelers. Really duking it out for the bottom. Cardinals. Packers. Okay, I can go for any of those guys. Dolphins. Like that. Do they even have a quarterback? Yeah, they had, what's his name? Culpepper. They had Culpepper. I'm the penultimate draft pick, which kind of sucks because I need help. I need help. Texans. How many of these guys could I fleece with some sort of draft pick trade? I think quarterback is the best way for me to get positions. The Bengals. They did surprisingly well. So did the Titans. I hope they do better. Ravens. The Boys. The Buccaneers. Oh, wait, they are way higher than I thought they would be. Or way lower than I thought they would be. I don't think I want them. I don't want that pick. I want a better pick. Raiders. Wait, Brett Favre didn't retire? Oh no. Me. And the Giants. Okay. Let's go into the trade players. Oh no, I'm gonna have to look. Let's look at quarterbacks. He's an 85. He's old and he sucks. Let's look high first. I'm not gonna be able to get the first pick, obviously, and they have Tom Brady, so they're not in need. But the Saints have Tony Romo. Okay, I don't actually think they... I could trade with the Ravens, who are significantly lower than I actually want to trade for. Don't want that. Don't want the Rams. Kansas City is middle of the pack. They got Matt Leinart. They're not looking for anyone. Raiders still have the Favre. Patriots have Kitna. It'd be hilarious to trade Winky over there. But they're also pretty high. Panthers have David Carr. I could target them. They're pretty... Where are they? Meh. They're pretty high up there. Let's target them. Dante Culpepper. Oh. He's in Green Bay. Hasselbeck. Vince Young. Jaguar. Breeze. Niners have Matt Schaub. Yeah, I could... Well, their quarterback room is loaded. Carson Palmer when he was good. Who is that? Tarverse Jackson? Kurt Warner. Oh, I could go... Dolphins. They have Seneca Wallace. Yeah, I could... Oh, we're in the same one, though. That sounds pretty bad. Cowboys. That's a pretty low pick, though. I'm gonna target the Cowboys after I target the Panthers. Ooh, Cardinals. Cardinals. Oh, we're going to the Cardinals with our first offer. Where are the Bulldogs? Bulldogs are also pretty high. I can go for that. Bulldogs are my third choice. Yeah, third choice. Let's go check a trade. Ooh, I could do the Steelers. Okay, let's offer the Steelers, then the Cardinals, then we will offer the Panthers. So, Steelers, Cardinals, Panthers, and then Cleveland and Miami. Cool. Okay. Trade? Yeah, trade. 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 Get the hell out of here, Winky. I don't like you. Steelers? You wanna give me a draft pick? Give me your number 3 pick? And like, what about your 5th round pick? Trade rejected. Okay. Let's do that. How about your first? Trade rejected. Okay. Why is he a D+? Dang. Alright, cards. How about you? Cardinals, Cardinals, Cardinals. I mean, yeah, if I can get a first round pick right away, he's only a C+. Man. Winky, I regret signing him so much. Okay, that didn't work. So straight for straight, Cleveland. Cleveland. Number 9. A B and a D. Dicks. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, that didn't work. How about the boys? No, I don't want the 24th pick. So I could easily get the Cowboys pick. I wonder if they'd give me more. Maybe. Because they really need one. Panthers. Draft picks. No, number 10 pick. Damn it. What if... Okay, hold on. We'll look at the Dolphins real quick. What if you give me the number 6 pick? Dicks. Okay. Yeah. Okay, draft. Can I pause the draft? Is there a pause button? You bastards. Early Doucette. No. Drafted. Okay. Well, shit. They're going, and they're going fast. Okay. Is there a trade block? Okay. Brady Quinn. The Raiders want a quarterback. Jaguars don't want anything. Jason Campbell. Fred Jackson. Colts. Brian Greasy. Nah. Nah. Nobody wants a quarterback, is the thing. So am I just stuck with Winky? Okay. Jaguars? No. Okay, what about the boys? It's a low pick. But if I can get their first round pick and maybe their 5th round pick. No. Ooh, can I get more? Give me more. Maybe a 3rd round pick? No, trade rejected. Okay. Yeah, let's remove that. Trade rejected. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, let's remove that. I can get a 4th round pick? I can. Is he worth it? Yes. Chris Winky traded to the Cowboys for their pick. All right. Winky. Okay. It's pretty good. All right. Yes. Suck it, Winky. Now, I do actually need a strategy here. I thought I had one. I don't. They just picked the Oklahoma... Who the hell did they pick? Malcolm Kelly, I believe, is the 1st round pick for the Vikings. So, he is drafted by... I broke that. Neat. Why is everything broken? Why are all my data options broken? It's only broken there. Okay. Neat. Vikings. 1. Dadgummit. Hey, Danny Amendola is in this. Now, I don't have to do a live play-by-play on this, so let's jump in. Alright, so the Saints traded their pick with the Finns. All drafted players. Okay, Brian Brom, chosen number 2 by the Steelers. That's pretty interesting. Is he good? You bastards. Cards just traded their number 4 pick to the Bears for their round 1 and 2 pick number 27. Okay, so it's a legitimate thing, though. I don't... What? Okay, the Packers just traded with the... Why? Okay. Let me put this all the way down. Okay. Oops. Alright, delete all of those. Brian Brom was actually chosen by the Steelers. And number 1 was chosen by the Vikings. Alright, a lot of trades happening. Nope, don't want to... Jesus, they go fast. Early Doucette was chosen number 2 by the Saints. I'm just going to come back and do this later. Ugh. Okay. Early Doucette. I scouted him. Yeah, there's no way I can keep up with this. Darren McFadden, taken very early by the Seahawks. Neat. Dennis Dixon from Oregon. Eric Ainge from Tennessee. Oh, Marcus Monk was taken by the Lions. Well, shit. That's also someone I wanted. On the clock. Oh, it doesn't actually tell me who drafted who. Well, that's dumb. Okay. Marcus Freeman from Ohio State, taken by somebody. God, it goes so quickly. Is there no order here? What is going on? Alright. Well, yeah, I can't keep up with what they're doing. So I'm just going to have to... Oh, hey, BJ Raji was taken. And that was by the Jets. Neat. Very neat. Broncos took... Who? Tom Zbikowski. I wanted him. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back through and do the draft spreadsheet so that I know who was taken when. But there should be a wrap-up. Anthony Morelli, taken at 13. Kansas City took Matt Flynn. Okay, 14th overall, taking the Flynn. Jaguars took Lima Swede. Yeah, I don't know who that is. The Eagles took Cedric Ellis, defensive tackle out of USC. Pretty neat. So I'll have the 24th and the 31st pick. I can at least put Malcolm Kelly as the first pick. Jamal Charles, going to Washington. That's pretty cool. Chargers have gotten themselves Glenn Dorsey, defensive tackle out of LSU. Let's go to the awards because we have our number 1 draft pick. Falcons on the clock. I'd like to know who the number 1 draft pick is and who Mr. Irrelevant is every year. Bengals took Chevis Jackson, a cornerback out of LSU. LSU just produced a ton of draft picks in the 2007 draft. Neat. Titans went ahead and got themselves Marcus Griffin, a free safety out of Texas. In the season that this draft came out of, Arkansas actually won the title. Niners took Bio Bileye Benabo out of Rice. I had to play them because I'm SMU, and that guy was a monster. I'm on the clock! Yeah. Alright. Colt Brennan. Matt Ryan is projected to be a 7th round pick? I'm gonna take him. Casey Dick out of Arkansas is projected to be undrafted. Colt McCoy projected to be undrafted. Chad Henne, Chase Daniel undrafted. Oh my goodness. Chris Johnson out of ECU is a 1st round option. Marlon Lucky 1st round. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis 1st round. Mike Hart, Jacob Hester, Keon Lattimore, Justin Forsett, Ryan Touraine, Ray Rice, Matt Forte. Okay. Peyton Hillis is projected to be undrafted, so I can put off getting him, but he's going to be our boy. Wide receivers. Mario Manningham. He's high. Joaquin Iglesias, Danny Amendola. I'm not going for Amendola. Marcus Montgomery. He's tall. James Hardy, Sammy Straver, Billy. Jordy Nelson is a 6th rounder in Kansas State. Let's look at this. John Carlson, 3rd round. Okay, I can pick up some good dudes here. Joe John Finley. Did I? I didn't. I think I want a left tackle as my first pick. Yeah. I'm going to take Alex Boone. Do I need Alex Boone? Centers? No 1st round centers. Lawrence Jackson. Chris Long. Okay, DT. Nope. Nope. Xavier Adibi? Nice. No 1st round picks. Terrell Thomas out of USC has fallen. He was projected as a 1st round pick. Or a top 10 pick. Jamar Adams out of Michigan. I don't need any of those. Okay, cool. Yep. We're going with the tackle. Alex Boone out of Ohio State for our first pick. I didn't... I did not actually scout him, but I don't care. Yes, drafting Alex Boone. Alright, that is a strategy there. So, I want a fullback and a wide receiver. I don't know how the undrafted free agents work in this one. I wonder if we're going to see a few folks like Colt McCoy and Eric Ainge actually exist. Paul Smith out of Tulsa. Yeah, like, I wonder if these guys are going to do okay. And I'm definitely drafting, not Colt Brennan, R.I.P. my dude, but I am definitely drafting Matt Ryan. I think that is a fantastic option for us. And then, I mean, Peyton Hillis undrafted. I can totally pick him up. He's one of the faster... Yeah, one of the faster fullbacks that's out there. Shuttle time is okay. Cone, pretty average. He's strong. Got a high vert. Yeah, that's our boy. Wide receivers. We might take Mario Manningham. And then Jordy Nelson as well. But John Carlson's still in there. He's fast. Let's see. Why aren't the Bucks taking anyone? What are they doing? John David Booty, quarterback out of USC, is now in Atlanta. Interesting. What are you doing? What are you doing, Tampa Bay? You trying to trade? Am I missing something? Huh? Huh? What you got? There's an injury history? Nobody has one, but... Free agents available. Eh. I need a fullback, a defensive end, and a tight end. Do I, though? I don't. Why aren't you going? Darren McFadden in a Saints jersey is going to be interesting. Okay. Why aren't the Bucks drafting? Did they just want to hang out? They took Chris Johnson. Okay, cool. Chris Johnson in a Buccaneers jersey. Who would have guessed? Yeah, I want Mario Manningham if nobody takes him. They took Terrell Thomas, the quarterback out of USC. He's in Indianapolis now. That's pretty good. I'm just gonna take people quickly. I really don't like how slow this is. We're on pick 27. Cardinals took Marlon Lucky out of Nebraska, halfback. 27th pick overall. Nice. Okay. What are we doing? Eric Ainge, cornerback, Tennessee, went to Chicago. That's cool. Chad Henne. Green Bay has taken Chad Henne out of Michigan. Was he projected? I don't think he was. No. Raiders. They were looking for a quarterback, so I wonder who they'll take. Because, like, I don't know. I'm going to try to get Matty Ice. Raiders have taken themselves Ali Highsmith out of LSU, left outside linebacker. St. Louis Rams picked just before me, and they are going to take somebody. I'm going to take Mario Manningham next. If the Rams don't screw me, I'm going to take him. Who'd the Rams take? I'm going to take Mario Manningham. That's the best call. He fast. Hey, fast, boy, hey, fast! Ooh, Iglesias is even faster. But I don't want him. I kind of want to know who the Rams took, so let's watch the ticker. Let's watch the ticker. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Come on. I'm really surprised that New England took Dennis Dixon. I don't think he's that good. I think the import borked him. I'm annoyed that Seattle took Marcus Monk. I really wanted him. I didn't need Frank Occam, so I'm not worried about that. Antoine Cason. Okay. Antoine Cason is going to be in Carolina. Zibikowski, Denver, Houston, Anthony Morelli. I didn't actually know that was a person. But neat. Matt Flynn in Kansas City. Limas Thweed in Jacksonville. Cedric Ellis, a DT, now in Philadelphia. Washington taking Jamal Charles. I think that's a really good get for them. San Diego, Glenn Dorsey. Probably great. I'm surprised by the John David Booty acquisition for Atlanta, but whatever. Cincinnati taking Chevis Jackson. Probably solid. Titans taking Marcus Griffin. Probably solid. San Francisco with that scary Binobo halfback. I'm very curious because he's fast as hell. Steve Slayton out of West Virginia going to Baltimore. He was part of that Hydra offense they had going on. I took Alex Boone. Chris Johnson in Tampa Bay. Very curious to see how he plays out in this alternate timeline. Let's see. 28th. That's right, Chad Henne. As soon as I see the Rams, I'll move on. 30th, St. Louis. They took Colt McCoy! Ooh. So they are taking the projected undrafted folks. Shit. Very unhappy to learn that. But I wanted a wide receiver, so we are doing our best. Normally I have a whole spreadsheet ready for this, but I wasn't sure how the 08 draft played out, so who will the New York Giants take for their number 32 pick? The last pick of the first round. And I'll have 2 picks in the third, 2 picks in the third. So this is going to be tricky. Dun. I'm going to focus on the offense. My defense is pretty solid. I don't have any holes that I need to fill. So, I mean, I can look at defensive ends. I bet they go for Lawrence Jackson. I really do. I think I preferred when the draft, because I know one of the years, it didn't just do this, where it had the gray outline. It would just give you the NCAA looking face, where it was the computer generated face, rather than, I think, 09 or 10 shifted into, they just had a database of all the headshots that they had taken of randos, and they were like, alright, you just get assigned based on your NCAA face number, go. Or random, enjoy. And this is like that weird middle ground where it was like, we don't know, so nothing. Enjoy your blank face. Yeah, is New York going to be slow? Is that what's happening? Okay. Yeah, let's sim the draft. They didn't take Lawrence Jackson. Wow. They took Benjarvis Green Ellis out of Ole Miss. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to argue with that. Round 2. I kind of want Matt Ryan now. They got me spooked, but I need Peyton Hillis first. Vikings, with the first pick of the second round, have gone with Chris Horton, strong safety out of UCLA. Alright, who are the Aints gonna get? Yeah, I have one pick in the second round. Dang. Saints have gone with Lawrence Jackson, the left end out of USC. Okay, so they've gotten a pretty solid set of picks to start this draft. They are building up, so they have a good chance of a better time. Let's see who the Steelers go with. Tony Joyner, strong safety out of the swamp. Okay. Not a big deal. But meh. Cards have picked Matt Ryan. He's gonna be in Arizona. That sucks for me. Okay, well, the projection doesn't matter. Maybe I'll go with Andre Woodson. I don't want to go with Andre Woodson. Packers have selected Isaiah Gardner, the cornerback out of Maryland. Okay. Colt Brennan is so undersized compared to a lot of these guys, other than like Paul Smith out of Tulsa. Josh Barrett going to Miami, free safety out of Arizona State. I'm so annoyed that someone took Matt Ryan. Curse you, Arizona! Curse you! I don't know who Jacksonville is going after. They have a lot they can build up. But they have Peyton Manning at quarterback, so they need to give him weapons, so probably wide receivers. Chris Long, left end out of Virginia. Nope, they're going with the defense. Okay. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. This could be a very long video, so I think after the second round, I am going to sim through to my picks and just start knocking them out. And then bada bing, bada boom. Lions have gone with Jake Long, left tackle out of Michigan. He's going home. Cleveland on the clock. I wonder who they'll take. Cleveland. They don't have a very good quarterback room. Maybe they'll be going for Andre Woodson, Colt Brennan, this Ogabook guy, Hagabook. Cleveland took Mike Hart, a halfback out of Michigan. Okay. Omar Hagabook. He's pretty quick. Maybe I'll get him just for the funsies. He's weak. Carolina is on the block now. Oh. Carolina went ahead and took Jacob Hester, halfback out of LSU. Okay. I made up. We'll see. Keon Lattimore, Justin Forsett, Ryan Terrain. I'm surprised by these three right here. Ryan Terrain, Ray Rice, and Matt Forte being projected so low. They were very good. The Jets took Barry Richardson, a left tackle out of Clemson. Yeah, but I did okay. What are we doing? Denver. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. I am getting a little antsy. Huh? Alright, Denver, what'd you do? Who'd you go for? Joaquin Iglesias out of Oklahoma. There's the wide receiver. Alright. Who the hell was their quarterback? Texans are on the clock. I know. The depth chart. Broncos had themselves Chad Pennington as their quarterback. The Texans took Mike Jenkins, cornerback out of USF. Okay. Kansas City, where the winds come sweeping down the plains. That's Oklahoma. They don't, though. Okay. Kansas City, who will you take? They took Tommy Blake, a right end out of TCU. Neat. Oh yeah, Jeff Garcia retired. So the Cowboys desperately need themselves a quarterback. And I gave them Chris Wonky. Neat! That's going to be funny. Alright, the Seahawks, who already took one of the best wide receivers in the draft, even though in real life he didn't play out, have just taken Will Arnold, a right guard, out of LSU. Alright, beefing up their offense. I get that. And that makes it the 16th selection of the draft. Philadelphia on the clock. Who will they select? Takes just under 30 seconds for each pick, it seems. The Eagles have taken Craig Steltz, a strong safety out of LSU. Man, there are a lot of guys out of LSU. Do I have a draft graph? I do. Draft graph. I think LSU has the most. Yeah, they put 11 players into the draft this year. Closest after them was Virginia Tech. Washington took Chris Ellis, a left end out of Virginia Tech. Texas tied Virginia Tech with 9 players in the draft, as did OU. And Georgia Tech actually put 6 in, as did Arizona State and Arkansas. So pretty solid. I'm SMU in that. NCAA Dynasty. Oh! San Diego took Dwayne Brown, a left tackle out of Virginia Tech. Neat. USC had 8 players in the draft this year. West Virginia had 7. Pat White is still playing, so I think he's coming in next year, the next draft. And... Oh, I got nobody in. Aw. Alright, Andre Woodson is now in Atlanta. Atlanta, why are you taking all of the quarterbacks? That's really upsetting. Stop bogarting all of the quarterbacks. I need one. I don't, but I want one. I have 2. That's the minimum that you need. I'd like 3. What the hell was their draft chart? Carson Palmer, Tarverse Jackson, and Jim Sorgi. Colt Brennan is now playing in Cincinnati. What the hell is going on? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait around and let someone take Peyton Hillis, because it doesn't matter if someone is projected for the 7th or undrafted. The AI is just taking whoever they feel like they need. 22nd pick. So Tennessee took Roland Minor, a cornerback out of Virginia Tech. I demand satisfaction. After the second round ends, I will be simming because I will do a full recap of the draft as a separate video. San Francisco took Bruce Davis, a right end out of UCLA. That's pretty cool. My second round pick is going to be Peyton Hillis, because I can't think of anyone else that I actually need. Alright. Baltimore has taken Reggie Smith, a cornerback out of Oklahoma. Boop. At 9:33. Take it. Okay. Nope, didn't mean to do that. The Cowboys have taken Senderick Marks, a left end out of Auburn. Okay. The Buccaneers, who seem to take a long time to make their picks, are about to select somebody. Somebody. Okay, Buccaneers have taken Charles Godfrey, a cornerback out of Iowa. He is going to melt down in that Florida heat. It doesn't give me injury history. That's so interesting. Okay, Indianapolis. They have a strong offense. I think they're going for a defensive pick. Justin Forsett, halfback out of California. I was wrong. Arizona, who has taken my quarterback choice, will now pick, I don't know, wide receiver maybe? I'm taking Peyton Hillis. But I shouldn't take him in the second round. I'll take him in the third. Arizona took Tony Hills, a left tackle out of Texas. Maybe I could just trade away a bunch of my picks. Maybe get something next year. There's a guy named Dingle. Johnny Dingle. Packers are on the clock. I don't need that. Xavier DB. I don't really need any of these guys. Ben Moffitt. Alright, Green Bay took Quentin Groves, a right end out of Auburn. I could get Cromartie. I really could. Aqib Talib! Alright. Oakland took Danny Amendola out of Texas Tech. I think the Rams are going to take Jamar Adams. If I had to guess. I didn't know there was a strong safety at Georgia Tech named Jamal Lewis. That's pretty funny. I could take Cromartie. He's a really good choice. Oh, it's showing me who I picked last time. Okay, let's keep him in mind. I don't need a halfback. I don't really need another wide receiver. I kind of want to go with Dominique Rogers Cromartie. Again, we know that's his name. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. Brian Toll. I forget. Luke Kuechly is not at Boston College in this one. He's somewhere else. Luke Kuechly. Oh, he's being recruited. Alright. I need somebody. I'm gonna get Cromartie. Dominique Rogers Cromartie. But I want to know who the Rams took. Who would they have taken? I'm so annoyed that Atlanta took Andre Woodson. Cincinnati, Colt Brennan. It'll be the 59th pick? No. I'm 31, which will make me 63. 2? Ticker move faster. I wanna know. Who did the Rams take on the show? I wanna know. 60th. Green Bay. Quinn Gross. 61st. Oakland. Mr. Amendola. 60. Okay, I am 63rd. Marcus Montgomery, wide receiver out of San Diego State. Okay, that guy's tall as hell. He was 6'5". Alright. Yes, Dominique Rogers Cromartie. I'll see if I can update his name. It was just in NCAA. It was way too long. He is line 199. We shall take him. The Bills. Round 2. 63. Thanks. Okay. Now, let's see who they take. After this, I'm going to start simming to my pick so that we can just get through this. I'll do a whole recap. It'll be great. After the draft is over, going to wrap this up and then give you guys a recap video that's separate and much shorter. I cannot sit here for the entirety of the draft, which I think will take like 3 hours. Because we are already at 2 hours. Oh god, no, this would take like 4 hours. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to do that to you or me. New York Football Giants, winners of the Super Bowl. Who are you going to take? I want to know. Okay. The timer isn't even going. Why? I'm gonna sim the pick. The Giants took Sean Jordan, a fullback out of LSU. Oh god, the run on fullbacks is beginning! No! Alright, I'm gonna sim to my next pick. Until the next user pick. Please, God, give... Yeah, I'm taking Peyton Ellis. I thought I had multiple round 3... I'm drafting Peyton Ellis. Oh, I had multiple 4th round picks. Okay, whatever. Ooh, the run on corners. It happened. What do we got? Jonah Hall, St. Dick out of Michigan State. St. Dick. I could get Xavier Adibi out of Virginia Tech. He's pretty quick. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll take Xavier Adibi. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Send to the next pick. 31st selection, round 4. Fred Davis, Dustin Keller, Chris Hopkins, Joe John Finley, Kellen Davis. Where's the catching? His catching is pretty good, but his awareness is crap. He has no run blocking, but the man can catch. I might take Jacob Tame. Billy Pittman, Derek Kinder, Jordy Nelson. There are no halfbacks left. There are 2 quarterbacks left. Well, best on the board. Matt Hain. Does it tell me what I need? I have a fullback. I need a tight end. It wants me to get a defensive end. I don't think there are any defensive ends worth getting. Kenny Iwabima. He's slow. Chase Ortiz, also slow. You know what? Cody Wallace, Texas A&M. I'm going to take you. Simulate to the next user pick. Pick 31 in round 5. Don't really need any of that. Tight end. Derek Fine out of Kansas is much more well-rounded. But Jacob Tame. Tamey? I don't know. Jordy Nelson. I could take him. I don't really need him. Haruki Nakamura. He is way too short for my team. Ben Moffitt. It's the 5th round, though. Yeah, see, I don't have a plan here. Huh, plan. Like I know what I'm doing. Maybe... Can I trade these picks? Round 5? Round 5, 6, 7? Maybe I can just trade them. Roster? Trade players. Trade the tail end of my draft for... Yeah, like, maybe I can do this. I can trade multiple picks to someone else and get like 1 extra first round pick next year, maybe. Can I do future draft picks? Is that a thing? It is not. It is not a thing. Okay. Well, that's a dumb thing. In 2012, I can do it. So, meh. Alright. Well, I'm just going to pick some rando. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm going to go take that tight end. Hello! Jacob Tam, welcome back. You are in cold place. With him. In round 6, if Jordan Nelson there, we take him. Here, none there. Okay, well that kinda suck. Why not? Hagabook, welcome to the team. Nope. Last pick. Who's Mr. Irrelevant? Mr. Irrelevant, going to New York. No. Danny Lansana. Yeah, sure. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Curse this giant stupid hand. Ezra Butler? Yeah, let's go take a linebacker of some sort. Okay, Ezra Butler, slow. Nick Watkins out of Clemson, faster. Danny Lansana is the fastest of the remaining... Ooh, hey, cool. Jonathan Goff. I'm gonna take him. Alright, Lansana, you're mine. Cool. Who's the last pick of the draft? That's what I want to know. And then we're going to wrap this up, and we will do more later. Seems glitched. It does not take time to select anything. Yeah, sim the current pick. The draft is over. It didn't tell me who they picked. We're gonna go find out. I said okay. Did it freeze? It fucking better not have. Ah, okay. That was startling. Okay. What the shit? Okay. Let's do a draft recap, because it signed everyone for me. Don't love that. Mr. Irrelevant was Mike Polak, a center. Okay. That's an interesting name you have there, Mr. Man. Out of... Arizona State. Okay. Well, I signed all of my guys. So... Yep. I will... That's weird. Mess with this all. Don't tell me that. Okay, what the hell happened? How is it complete? Madden, screwed up all the time. I signed these guys! What the actual hell? Okay, well, I'll figure this out in a moment. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.